So today I'm behind the wheel of the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy, and like normal, I'm going to showcase the interior of this thing. So starting on the left, you've got your child lock, window switches, you got your door locks, you got your rear mirror adjust, you got a folding mirror button as well. Up here, you've got your door latch, you've got some settings where you can change the seating position and lock it for different users. Over on the right, you've got the dim level adjust for the gauge cluster, lane assist button, the button for the rear hatch. You've got a traction control off button. You've got a little parking brake latch down here as well. Moving up to the gauge cluster, it's a full digital display. It has some characteristics that can be changed based on the drive modes. So right now, for example, it's in the comfort mode for this color scheme, and that switches it to the sport mode, can change it up a little. The rest of the modes are in the same color scheme. But over on, like normal, over on the left, you've got a full speedometer. Over on the right is the tach. You got what your gear you're in right here, as well as the indicator for the auto start stop, which I'll showcase how you can disable that over on the center console. The middle is able to be switched between multiple pages. Starting over to the left, you've got an attention level screen and just showcasing the vehicle in the lane. You got drive info, since you're refueling, accumulated info. It all can be reset, as you can see displayed by the OK. Auto start stop timer, how long the vehicle has been off, and a miles per hour. Got a compass, so there's no route set currently, but this is where it would display if you were in navigation. Information screen. So all these little different hash marks on each vehicle tire is showcasing where the power is going. So I don't like to normally, there you go, you can see a couple of them. I don't like to normally drive and record at the same time, but just to showcase what it looks like. And the tire pressures. Basically 4 pages at the top, as you can see, illuminated for a split second. There you go. You got your temperature of the exterior of the vehicle right there. Nice miles per gallon gauge. It's kind of like a live gauge. Cumulative right there as well. How much gas is remaining, and the miles of this particular vehicle at the moment. Moving back to the steering wheel, showcasing how I was changing all those different options. So right here, this icon this button, the icon looks like 2 pages or a piece of paper. That is the page button where I was selecting through the different pages. Now once you're on a page, going up and down with this button is how I was doing so. But you've got lane assist button, this button right here. When you're into cruise control, it's the distance of the next vehicle, because it will it's really cool. It'll slow you down based on if somebody cuts you off. The sensors will slow you down. You don't have to change anything for your cruise control. This is the cruise control button. Over on the left, you got your phone buttons, you got volume control, tuner knob, the modes for different radio, whatever you're listening to, as well as a talk button, speech button. But let me get you a better look at the steering wheel. Engine start stop buttons hidden right here. And then you have the navigation display. So this is the main menu. Showcases maps, navigation menu, phone, your phone projection should you want to project your phone up here. Voice memo, climate. So they're physical climate control buttons, but you can also kind of see what it's doing right here. Valet mode, passenger talk, quiet mode, HD radio data, radio setup. Just going to set up real fast, showcase what's there. So you got vehicle, and you can pretty much change everything you want. Drive modes. It's just showcases once you turn the knob, a nice cool display shows up here. You can turn that off. Heads up display. You can change where it sits and what's displayed on it. Cluster, all the stuff you can change. Navigation settings, sound settings. If you want quantum logic surround sound, the positioning of your sound, device connections, user profile, voice recognition, the display. You can change the illumination, blue light filter. screensavers, things like that. Button, blue link, general. Continuing, you got media, sounds of nature, which is cool because like sea waves, things like that. Rainy day, if you have a baby in the back, you want to hear that. Different notifications and user manual. I should also note, if you go over to the left, this is kind of that screensaver screen. Just kind of showcases you kind of a general outline of where you are on a GPS. Showcases temperature outside and whatever you're listening to. It's kind of like a clean screen. Going down from there, you got your hazard button right here. You got 2 vents. Going further down, volume knob, tuner knob, shortcuts to some of the options up top I just showed you, like map, navigation, favorites, just tuner button seeking where you're listening to radio, media, and the setup. You got all your climate controls down here. Obviously, red for kicking up the heat, blue for making it colder. You got your vent controls right here. Coming down from there, there's no gear shifter in this vehicle. It's simply 4 buttons. So you got park, reverse, neutral, drive. Drive has a little bezel, so you can, if you don't have to look up, you can just push it and drive. To the right of that, you've got your auto start stop button where you can turn it off. You got an auto hold button, so if you're at a red light and you want to rest your foot, stretch it out, put your foot on the brake, push this, stretch your foot, turns green, put your foot on the brake, push this, and you may go again. You got a heated steering wheel button, some hill descent, ascent button, parking sensors, parking camera. So right now if I push this button, showcases an exterior camera view of the vehicle, as well as kind of like that drone footage camera, as I call it, imitating the camera on the roof, just showing you how close you are to curves, things like that. And I should note, you can also switch between a few of the options over here. Get closer, rear of the vehicle, tire view as well. In the middle is the drive mode dial. So you've got 4 modes. You got comfort, smart, sport, and snow. I've sort of displayed the sport mode when I changed the gauge cluster, changed it to a sportier mode. And up here it also changes and shows you animation because that setting was checked that I had previously shown, just to show you this animation. And then there's snow mode. There's also the all-wheel drive lock button in the middle of the drive mode. So pushing that displays it right there. A little bit below from that, you've got ventilated seat and heated seat for the driver, as well as a ventilated seat and heated seat for the passenger. Right here you've got a nice little hidden cubby hole, which reveals a cup holder, a USB spot, and a charging icon for charging your phone right here. Got another cup holder right here. Got your armrest. Nice little cubby hole where it locks, kind of locks in these 2 spots on both sides. Moving to the passenger side, got kind of like a spot to put a map or something as well, but you do not lose out on a glove box. Give you a look at the Harman Kardon audio system through the vehicle. Passenger seat. The rear seat features a sunroof for both the front section as well as the rear section of the vehicle. Controls and lighting. But that is pretty much the interior of the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy. If there's some option I didn't go into too much in detail on, you want an answer to, drop a comment and I'd love to find you the answer if I can, and if not, I'll point you in the right direction. Thanks for watching.